Hi, Susan Finley, Train Smarter. You know, the guy who started Nutrisystem famously said that the weight loss business is the best business to be in because when people go on your diet, they lose weight. When they go off your diet, they put weight back on, and then they come back to you because it worked before. The fact is that there is no one diet that is better for weight loss than any other. The fact that it is a diet, that it restricts your access to food, is what makes you lose the weight. So you could lose weight on the brownie diet or the peanut M&M diet if that's all you ate, because it's all a matter of keeping your calories in check. Which brings me to the subject of the whole idea that people can't lose weight because they don't eat enough. You generally hear people tell women that, which I think is really interesting. Nobody's ever said to a man that I know, you're not losing weight because you're not eating enough. If you don't eat enough to match the number of calories you're burning, you're going to lose weight. If you eat over that, you're going to gain weight. Now, that calories in, calories out is a much more complicated subject that we're going to be talking about later, but the fact is you can't eat and gain weight. You also will not see any benefit to eating more times per day. Usually you see people recommend 5 times a day. It gets tricky because if in 5 times a day you start to go over the number of calories that you're burning every day, you're going to put weight on. So you have to keep however many, you could eat 1 meal a day, but you're gonna have to keep your calories in the right place for you to accomplish those goals. And finally, this anything in moderation is really not good advice. First of all, there are certain things that you shouldn't have, that there is no moderation in. For instance, you really shouldn't eat charred foods. They're carcinogenic. But people who say, I figure you could eat anything in moderation, are probably moderators. And there are 2 kinds of people. They're moderators and abstainers. And people who are moderators can eat anything in moderation. They can have a potato chip, they can have a bite of a cookie, and they can be perfectly fine. Abstainers find that 1 bite or 1 M&M is like a gateway to a bag of Oreos or whatever is your trigger food. So abstainers need to discover trigger foods and buffer foods. You find the foods that turn on a need to eat more, and you find foods that sort of help buffer that desire and learn to make those substitutions. That's one of the most important lessons you can learn when it comes to losing weight for people who are abstainers. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, and stay tuned because we're going to be talking even more on this subject in the coming weeks.